Hey, what's going on, family? You are tuned in to Real Laughs on Real Radio 104.1, your nightcap of comedy. I am your host tonight, Ken Miller. I am sitting in the big chair. I am joined in virtual studios with my comedy brothers. I got Mr. James Yan over there eating pistachios. What up, James?
Bro, what's up? I like when you host, when you come on, you sound like a 70s pimp. What's up, baby? How you
What up,
feel?
baby? How
What
you
got
doing,
Snickerdoodles for
baby?
everyone. Chatow.
What's up, baby?
what's up, baby?
I'm the Wayne Brady type pimp.
True though.
Rochelle, what is this?
What is this?
Is this
You
is this
can't
a-
make Wayne Brady jokes, man. He don't take
Yo,
those well. He don't
is
take those
Wayne
well.
Brady gonna have to slap up?
Yo,
I love when he tells him in that joke. He's like, "You better thank Dave." They're like,
Better
"Thank
thank-
you, Dave. I
thanks,
like
Dave."
your show." He's like, "Help! Help!"
Run, bitch!
Run, bitch. Run.
That voice
I
you
like
hear is Miguel
classic.
Colon Jr. What up, Miguel?
What up, man? What up, man?
Good man. What you do with your dad for Father's Day, bro?
Went over there and cooked for him. We were gonna go out and watch Top Gun, man, but everybody was
Oh,
taking their dad
wow.
out to go see Top Gun.
Top
Like all the
Gun.
theaters were full,
Yeah.
and all it took was 2 raindrops, and there was no good seats for us to just give up.
Oh,
Give up
man.
instantly. And that's the thing. If it was Mother's Day, there would be no giving up.
Oh my God.
If it was
No.
Mother's Day, we would have made
You-
reservations 2 weeks before. We would have done Father's Day. I just showed up with some steak and I was like, "You want to go see Top Gun?" He was like, "Yeah." And then we're like, "Oh, Top Gun's the theater's full. Let's just watch Old Man Logan or watch the old
Hey.
Logan movie.
Hey, you
And I'm
want
gonna make some steak for you."
Hey, you want to stay here and just get drunk?
Yeah, that's
Hell
basically. I was
yeah,
basically was like,
yeah.
"Hey, I'm gonna go in your pool, hang out." And then I did. This is what Father's Day is. I cooked and then I didn't hang out with him. I just hung out with my sister at the house because he's got a pool.
Wow. Oh wow. Oh,
That's
there you go.
Father's Day. Mother's Day
That's
would have been.
Father's Day,
I would have done everything. Father's Day, I'm like, "Hey, you didn't calculate the second to last pump. Let's not pretend like you wanted this." You know?
Yo, what's crazy about that? I've noticed, because me and my wife have the Regal
Yeah.
Pass.
Mhm.
It's people are back in movies now.
Yeah.
They
Like,
are.
we
yeah.
loved it when we would go, and it's just me and her. But now it's like it's movies are all packed now, bro. Like people are back out going to movies, man. We went to go see Jurassic World. And we end up
liked it.
changing seats and moving up closer. Wakaiva got the recline, so you can recline
Yeah.
back.
That's
in
where we
the
were
side.
going. Wakaiva.
Mhm.
But we were so happy we moved because right behind us was this family, and this kid was. I'm just like, bro, take his ass home.
Mhm.
Like, go home.
Nope.
If you,
No,
if
no
you
kids
gonna
go
bring
home
a-
now.
if
That's
Nope.
you gonna
babysitting.
bring a kid that's just going. But that's the thing that to me, you're being so inconsiderate. I get it. You ain't got a babysitter enough, but your kid talks the whole movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, that's
believe.
ridiculous.
That's
yeah.
what they
They'll
do.
hold up a phone too, like it's you, like you're
Yeah.
like you're Karen or something.
Mhm.
Oh, Karen's getting mad
Bro,
because
I
my
was
son
just
won't shut
like,
up during Jurassic World.
Bro,
Yeah.
I felt so bad because like I said, we moved closer, and I felt so bad for the people that were in the back because right behind them it was just this kid, mama, daddy, mama, daddy, mama, daddy. I'm just like, bro, go home, go home, bro.
Go
like,
home.
oh
They
my
ain't
goodness.
going
Nah.
nowhere.
And they ain't go nowhere. But we
No.
wasn't mad. 'Cause we was up front. So we done moved up front with nobody bothering us, yo. And that other voice you hear from the Under Oath podcast that can be heard on Saturdays on 104.1. That is
Yep.
your greatest lawyer next to Matlock. Jeff Kaufman is here. What's up, Jeff? How was your Father's Day, brother?
Father's Day was fantastic. I got to take my daughter out. I get her 1 day a year. So I
Mm.
take her out and she's got to listen to me and be nice to me. It's good. It's good.
Okay, there you go.
I don't know if you're joking or with the 1 day a year.
No,
don't
I
even
ain't
know.
kidding. I ain't kidding. I walk in my house, my daughter looks at me like I brought in a bag of poo with me. I'm like, oh, that's just me. That's just me. You know, and, but I took her out. I took her to Spooky Empire.
Nice,
that?
man.
Spooky Empire is like a horror convention.
Mhm.
And they have all the actors and everything. And I had like an iHeart badge with me, the press pass. So I got to go around.
Ken, you want to go
introduce
next
her
year?
to
We should all
everybody.
go. Me, you, and Jeff.
Um,
Let's go.
I ain't in the horror like that though.
I used to
No,
not
but you
be,
got to
but
meet
now
like
I
the guy who
love it.
played Jason.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
man.
see, that'd be cool. Yeah, that'd be cool. But
Eddie
I be with
Munster,
you,
the
B.
Monster Squad. They were all there, man. It was cool.
That's
I've
dope.
never really been. It'd be cool to meet them, but I'll be honest with you, man. I have never really been in a horror like that. Like
I
you know,
used to
I
not-
like them, Jason, Freddy, but
We grew
I
up on it.
don't go out seeking like. Do you guys still go see like
Yeah.
scary movies?
Me and my wife, the thing is, I still get scared. That's why I like it. It's an adrenaline rush. So me and my wife are starting to really get into like these weird, scary movies, man. I like the feeling, man. I like to be scared.
Miguel,
What's
you
up-
go
what's
see-
up-
Yeah,
I did
here's the
marry a
problem.
Puerto
The
Rican woman.
celebrities who were they do a movie like 40 years ago, and they still expect to be treated like the movie came
Yeah.
out yesterday.
Yeah,
I've seen that. Yeah, I've seen
And there's
that,
this kid who was like the kid in Chucky. Okay, the kid in Chucky. I don't know this kid. He's got the doll with him. He's selling $40 a pop. He's all alone. And I'm trying to get some guests for my next shows and everything else. I go, how you doing, man? He goes, good, and I'll buy something from you. I know better. I work convention. And I'm like, listen, I have a show on iHeartRadio, and I'd like you to be a guest. I have no time for interviews right now. I said, no, dude, I'll
really?
talk about later. And you know
Gotcha.
what? I got to be straight with you. You know, you
Well, let
just
me know your
ruined it for me.
schedule at Kroger's, and we'll work around it.
Yeah. You ain't got nobody at your table, and all of a sudden you. Hey,
I don't have time for an interview. Amazon doesn't let me talk to other people during my shift. You know?
Yeah.
True.
Yo,
And I was there with my daughter, and I thought my daughter was going to slap him. I would okay that.
Mhm. There you go.
That's
I said,
hilarious.
Julia, reach over and slap him. And that,
Miguel, you
know.
do scary movies?
I like scary movies, but I don't like monster scary movies as much. They're cool. They're cool and fun. That's not like the scary movies for me. I like thrillers. Like when I was a kid, the movie that I shouldn't have ever watched, I was too young to see it, and I wanted to pretend I was tough and cool, was Silence of the Lambs. And I got to that point. I don't know if you guys have ever done this when you were a little kid, but pretend you're staring at the TV when you're actually not. That's how I was, because I was with my older cousins. I was with cousins and I was with my aunts and them, and I was staring forward, and I was like, okay. And I'm just watching the timer on the VCR move, pretending I'm watching the movie. I like thrillers like that. They get me. Monster movies are cool because I love, sci-fi, fantasy, monster stuff. But the ones that really scare me, like something like It, something like the
It
Jason
was
movies,
great.
they're not going to scare me as much. They're just cool for me. But if it's like a creepy thriller and I'm nervous the whole time, that's good.
Yeah.
You mean
be
Jason ain't
shocked.
getting you? Jason's not going to scare you? Michael Myers from Halloween?
Michael Myers, Jason, they don't scare me. I think I enjoy them, but I don't feel the reality of it, even though I really enjoy them and the jump scares are cool.
Exactly right.
I get sucked into something where I'm like, oh god. There was this movie called The Descent where these women were cave diving,
Yeah. Mhm.
and the monsters didn't do much for me, but crawling through the caves the whole time, I was just like, ugh.
You feel like you
Especially-
can breathe.
Yeah. And you know what the worst part is, guys? Especially being a fat dude, the worst part is realizing early in the movie where you're not going to be able to survive. Like when I'm like, oh, they're using upper body strength to get out of this one.
I'd be dead.
well,
Yeah.
well, I'm out of it.
or a movie where you see someone drowning, you feel like you can't breathe.
Oh yeah,
I feel the same way. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing, man. I'm like I said, I watch them, but I'm not really into them. I tell you this, and you know me, I've never seen any of the It's. Never seen any of
Man.
They're a cool movie, man.
They're
Like,
cool.
I think they're cool.
I've seen
They're
bits
not
and
cool.
pieces of it, but I've never seen any of the It's. But I will.
I like
tell
it
you
referred
this.
to as the It's too. Now that's
It.
just
The
that's
It.
just the most black thing you could call a horror movie. The It's.
I will say this though, it's a movie I want to check out. I just saw the trailer for it a few days ago. It's called The Black Phone.
Black Phone looks great,
Yeah.
man.
Bro,
Ethan
it's
Hawke,
with Ethan Hawke. Dude, it's at 100% on Rotten Tomatoes.
it looks great.
How is
Like-
the movie at 100% when nobody's seen it?
I don't know. I
Critics-
guess
critics
these
have seen it.
weirdo. I think it's
Oh,
like
critics.
the critic
Critics
side
have
of
seen
it.
it. There's a
Yeah.
movie that's coming out by a black producer, and I want to see it because we've all, as black people, played this game. It's called Nope.
Yeah,
That's all it's
yeah.
called.
They
Black
finally
people
showed a
will say-
full trailer for it.
Bro,
Yeah.
black people, how many times have we said that, kid, about something? Nope. Yep.
What is it? That's Jordan Peele, right?
Yeah,
Yep,
yeah.
absolutely. We will say that in a heartbeat.
Bro,
Is that
Jay,
one
me
about
and my
like
wife
the
was-
aliens? Is that one?
Yeah,
Seems
the
to be
aliens,
about from the
yeah,
trailer I saw.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because
Mhm.
finally they showed, because in the beginning trailer, everybody like, well, what is this about? And then finally the new trailer showed the flying saucer, which by the way, we can't get a new looking flying saucer.
No.
Does it have to look like a saucer?
Classic design.
They're
Okay.
No.
putting it
No.
in our face because they know it's real. They're
Yeah.
desensitizing us.
Yeah. They're like,
Yeah.
that's- let's give him this.
He
'cause I
already-
don't want him to know what it
he
looks
already
like.
Blake's
announced-
going to land any day now, and we're going to be. I know that.
Right. He already announced the sequel, Ken. It's called Hell No.
Hell nope. Jay, me and my wife were watching something the other day. Oh my goodness, I can't remember what it was. And we were and it was giving us anxiety because the whole nope thing where somebody's running to the danger. I'm like,
Yeah.
bro, like
Yeah,
you
bro, come
ran
on.
back into the house. Like it's a whole ass car right here, man. Like get in the car and drive off. No, you ran back into the house.
Do you
And then
guys have,
locked
like,
yourself
common-
in the house?
Common horror tropes that you can't stand. Mine is let's split up. Like, because they're always like, they're in a house and they're creeping through. They're like, the creature's in here. And I'm like, okay, there's 6 of us. And they're like, cool, we'll split up into teams of 2. Nah, hell nah. Hell nah. Another one is they can never get the car keys.
Oh,
like,
the car,
like,
oh yeah, or the house, or they can't get in the
No.
It's always
Yeah.
the fumbling of the key.
Worst. No. The worst one is when the door's locked, they can't get out.
Yeah.
I'm like, jump out a goddamn window in this piece, bro. What are we doing right now?
Yeah.
The door's locked. Let's run upstairs. Bitch, if you don't run out that window.
Or they always grab an
No,
obscure weapon.
here is the big mistake, and it happens every time. Let's investigate.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Let me
Hey,
make it clear. The minute I see the bloody head,
Nope.
Mhm.
I'm out of the house.
I'm done
I'm
investigating.
gone.
I got to be straight with. I'm out.
Mhm.
I'm standing in the middle of the street. Jason's gonna have to kill me in the middle of a street. Not
Jason's
in,
gonna
like,
have
the
to get me on a
basement or
plane.
The roof.
Yeah.
I'm just getting off me like
I'm going
Jason's
to the
after me.
airport.
Cool, I'm just flying to Rome,
Hey,
flying this
Hey.
way.
Jason got to kill you after the in-flight
Yeah.
rules.
Jason's gonna have to get through TSA, and they're gonna give him so much crap.
Can you check
They're
the
gonna be
knife,
like,
please?
I don't care, sir. That machete ain't coming on the plane. He's like, oh, don't get no attitude with me. My
For me.
supervisor will get here right now.
Yeah.
Deandra, he's giving me attitude.
It's gonna be some sassy New Yorker shit like, I don't care who you are. You ain't getting on the
Yeah.
plane with
Hey.
that machete.
How you gonna
I know you
come
won't.
here with an ID that just say Jason?
Because ID and picture don't match.
Yeah.
Don't match.
He's a little boy in the picture. You're not a little boy. Yes, I do want to speak to your mother.
Yo, what is Jason 6'9"? He gotta do
Yeah.
first class. He can't
Yeah.
sit back in the regular seats with us.
Yeah,
So
he's
you're not
sitting there
getting
like
murdered
I
till
got
this
him
flight
beat.
over.
Well,
I'm
imagine
like,
the look on everyone's face as he's walking to. Please don't sit next to me. Please don't sit
Yeah.
next to me.
Please don't.
I'm like, Jason, I got you beat. This is a frontier flight. You won't make it through the row. You
There
know?
you go.
Can't get the machete in the overhead because
This is a $75 charge for the machetes, sir. It's a personal item. It doesn't fit.
Oh my goodness.
funny.
Yeah, man. It was actually Stranger Things. We were watching Stranger Things, and one of the kids
Stranger-
ran
okay.
back. One of the kids ran back in the house and locked the door. And I'm just like, bro, you outside. Get in the car and drive. Like,
Yeah.
Exactly.
or mine would be okay. Everybody know Freddie killing people who live on Elm Street. Guess where I'm not living?
Yeah, come on.
On
Street,
Elm
bro.
Street, bro.
Yeah.
Everybody know that.
They-
You
They
know
never
that
show up
Elm-
to MLK.
That I was about to say.
Never.
it. I was about to
ever,
say it.
bro.
Never.
The only scared person who showed the MLK was that leprechaun.
Yeah, and
Wait, what-
Candyman, but
Remember and Candyman? Remember it was like leprechaun,
Leprechaun in the hood.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Bro, that's
Oh,
wow.
Wasn't it one when a black dude was trying to box Jason?
Yeah. It was
Yeah.
Jason Takes Manhattan.
Yeah.
And there was a rooftop scene, and he was working him like the Tybo dude.
Mhm.
And then Jason just knocked his head clear off.
Mhm.
Wow.
But for just a moment,
But
just
just
for
a
just
moment.
a moment, everybody
Just
was
a
like,
moment.
oh,
We
Hey,
believed.
it was-
We believed.
Get back
Yeah.
up,
Rocky. You can
Just
do
the
it.
moment, yo. Hey, you said, cut me, Mick. I'm gonna cut you, all right. I'm gonna cut you.
Oh, this is great.
no, chasing the chicken did not help me for any of this. I want to be clear.
Mhm.
Yo, son. Oh my goodness. Hey, well, with that being said, this ain't what I wanted to do this segment, but
You're welcome.
we
by the
hope
way.
you guys had a happy Father's Day. I know we talked about Father's Day on the Monday show, and we were out Tuesday, but we didn't have Miguel on. We didn't have Kaufman on, so I just wanted to ask them how their Father's Day went. And come to find out too, hey, if you want to run from Jason, get your ass on the plane. We're gonna
There
go to
you go.
commercial break. When we come back,
Hey, take us
I'm
out like
gonna
a pimp.
stir crazy, y'all, because I ain't done comedy in a while. So when we come back, we're
Like
gonna
a
talk
pimp.
about it. We'll be right back. Real Labs, Real Radio, 104.1.
We'll be back.
Back, Real Laugh, Real Radio, 104.1. Remember, guys, we are your nightcap of comedy. James got me laughing because he's eating pistachios.
Yo, hey guys, real quick, I've gone back and heard shows, and I'm like, what is that? And then I remember, oh, James was eating fries that day.
Yep.
James,
Yeah, I feel like right before I came in, he was like, yo. But hey, remember, guys, please find us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Please like, follow, and subscribe. Also, you can go to YouTube. I've uploaded all the shows so you can see our beautiful faces. You can actually see James right now eating pistachios. And if you want to listen to us and miss any of our shows, go to iHeartRadio, search Real Laughs, and you can download all of our podcasts. We got about 700 shows on there. So that's a whole ride. You can go to Mars and back and listen to all our
wow.
shows. Mars, bitches.
Mars.
And- I'm joined in virtual studio with James John Miguel Colon
What
Jr.
up?
and from the Under Oath podcast, my main man, Mr. Jeff Kaufman. Guys, I haven't done comedy since the beginning of June. I'm stir crazy, fellas. I'm
You need to get out,
stir
brother.
Crazy,
Gotta
man.
get out
I'm
there,
stir crazy. You know, I'm home taking care of my wife, and then some other stuff popped up that we can't talk about till August 1st due to legal reasons.
Hey, Ken, I don't think she's gonna testify.
Hey, she ain't gonna testify. Hey, you know why? 'Cause I already took care of that.
Rat-a-tat-tat.
I got a motto: if they're crying, they're not testifying.
That's how you do it, baby.
Yo, that always kills me for people. And Jeff, we got Jeff here, the lawyer.
Sure, play. I'm listening to you guys go off, and I'm. It's like watching the Amber Heard trial all over again. Listen to people talk.
Bro,
You know,
but what, Jeff,
legally,
what kills me about people when somebody's testifying and you go kill the person that's gonna try to kill the person that testifies against you, like you still got other people, like you still going to jail for other charges, right? Like if I murder Miguel and his dad see it and he gonna testify, but then I go get somebody to kill Miguel's dad, they still got evidence of me killing, right? I can still go to jail.
Hold on a second. There's a difference between witness and witnesses. There's plural.
Yeah.
You know,
It's like
if you
snitches
come
and
to know, well, I killed one witness.
True.
That's enough. You got to kill all the witnesses.
Everybody.
What about the evidence though?
Evidence of what?
Like if they got evidence, my blood on the scene, I got fingerprints, but one person saw me.
Let me cover this. It's like the Amber Heard trial, the best way. If you didn't hear her say the words, "What's a jury gonna do?" If he didn't have that tape, he'd have been screwed.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
You know, if you didn't hear her voice saying she did it, she'd have looked him in the face and started wiping those tears off her forehead. You know, done that stuff again. I don't know how tears flow up in her world, but she's wiping that forehead off. And,
so what you're saying is Amber Heard should have killed Johnny Depp.
Yeah,
that's what I'm hearing.
She would have got it in all, but if before the divorce, she would have got it all.
Yeah, that's what I'm hearing. So she should have went in there.
Now,
For
Jeff,
you guys that don't know, that's a sniper.
I know a lot about the legal world because I watch a lot of TV. In your profession, usually does it wrap up in the last 7 minutes? Like everything's hard and there's no witness, and then next thing you know, this is my favorite thing, Jeff, on all legal shows. The witness or the one who's the defendant loses it on the stand in the last 7 minutes. They're like, let's be honest. I know you killed Monica. I know you killed Monica. There's no evidence. There's no witnesses.
I did it. I hated everybody.
I killed her. I killed the bitch. What did you do?
Never.
You Jedi mind trick me.
Never. You want to see how it works? You watch that Amber Heard. They called her out 400 times. She was looking up. They interrupt her. She kept going. That's what witnesses do. They never come clean.
Yeah,
I've had that come clean moment. You got to trick them. I mean, when I say trick them, that's how you catch them lying 9 times in a row, and you
like
let
murderer
them go
say what?
9 times,
What?
and then flip.
Got him.
Yep. Then flip.
It's usually the last few minutes of the show. I learned that, but I'm a Dateline person. I love Dateline. And we was watching Dateline in 2020. We were watching 2020 last week because I'm stuck home and not doing comedy. And it was the Lorenzen Wright thing. You remember Lorenzen Wright, the basketball player for the Memphis Grizzlies, got murdered. And at the beginning, I'm like, there's no way his wife did this. I don't believe it. She loved him. She became a pastor. She loves him. And in the last 15 minutes, I was like, this bitch did it. I was like, she did it, son. I was just like, dude, but Dateline in 2020 do that to you. You be like, ain't no way this dude murdered his wife. And then you be like, yo, this dude did it.
And it's always the same way. The investigators walking around, they've been on it for 2 years. They got nothing. And then suddenly, we heard that Carrie said she did it. Yeah. And that's like we closed the case. You didn't close nothing. Carrie just couldn't close her mouth.
Yeah. There you go.
You know, that's always it. The guy always admitted. We found out that Bob said he did it, so we went to his house and questioned him about it.
You're right, Miguel. First 48.
It's never some Sherlock Holmes like, interesting, Carrie. I noticed that you were wearing suede shoes, but it was raining that day. And if you had been outside, no, it's like, hey man, we pulled him over with the gun in the car. You know, like
there was a hand in the trunk. Yeah, that's always the one. Yeah.
No. So that's been my thing. I just been on TV. So I've been living through comedians. I watch what you guys do and what other comedians do. And I was living through one of my homeboys this weekend. He's on this show because he did a show that I did a couple of years ago.
Yes. Okay.
Tell me how amazing that room was, bro.
Okay. There's this place. Shout out to Jay. I'm gonna say his last name horrible. Is it
I just say Gilbright.
Gilbright, but
Yeah,
Gilbreth or something like that.
Gilbert?
Yeah, that's it.
Gilbert.
It's French.
Let's
Gilbert.
Gilbert. Okay.
Anyway, this guy puts together shows over in Melbourne. Shout out to him, Jay. There was close to 400 people there that were
400.
salivating at the mouth
Wow.
for comedy, ready to go, drinking and everything, but not rowdy, listening to every single word every comedian said. There was 5 comedians on the show. I'm gonna say that again, 5 comedians. They sat through eagerly through all of them, and they all came back after a 10-minute intermission. I've never
Wow.
seen a show like that.
Intermission's a killer.
Bro, they were electric. Ken, I was saying premises and they were dying.
Bro, it was legit. And the crazy thing is, you know me, I be avoiding. If people like, hey man, I want you come do my room? And I'm like, yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. I be
Yeah.
avoiding people because a lot of times if I don't know or if I've never done one of your shows,
Mhm.
I try to stay away from it. I really do.
Mhm.
And then finally I was like, man, let me go and do this show. The money was
Bro.
good. I
Yes,
said,
it
all right,
was.
I'm gonna go ahead and do it. And I get there and I walk in, and the person that was doing the guest spot wasn't
destroying.
that funny and destroyed. I looked at Dwayne. I said, we about to kill. To the point where I was mad I didn't take merch.
Yeah.
Because
Mhm.
normally for a corporate gig, I won't sell merch. Like if it's a
Mhm. They
corporate
would've bought
private
it all
gig, I
from you,
won't
too.
sell merch. And I told Dwayne, I said, no merch either. And we looked at each other like, I'm sorry, man. Like, let me take you to get something to eat.
Bro,
I owe you
one-
dinner at least, bro.
One of the best shows Ken I've
Yeah.
ever had.
Yeah, it is.
One of the
man.
best shows.
So, Miguel, I don't know if you've done it, but if you
I
get a
haven't.
chance, we'll see if you can headline
hook
it
you
next
up.
year because they
Yeah,
do it
we
once
will.
a year, right? It's like
Once a year. He's looking to do
homeowners-
more shows. It's a realty group.
yeah,
Is
real,
what
yeah,
they
yeah.
are. Realty.
Yeah, and then
they
we
got
went out
this-
with them. Did you go hang out with them after?
Bro,
With
you
some
know
little
me.
bar down the street.
Tammy's right across the street.
Yeah, Tammy. Yeah.
I went home. You know me, bro.
Yeah.
Right home.
I was with my wife, so my wife was like, we can roll. So we rolled. As soon as I walked in, let me get you a drink. Let me get you a drink. Let me get you a drink. I looked down. It's 10 Crown on the Rocks in front of
Ooh.
me. And I'm just
Jesus.
like, you want a drink? You want, because this is it's
Heaven.
regular people there too. So I'm like, you want a
Mhm.
drink? You want a drink? So I'm giving drinks. Then I
Use
go
Oprah
inside.
the drinks. You
Bro,
get a crown.
drink. Look
You
under
get
your
a crown.
table. Look under your chair. It's a crown under there. So I end up giving the drinks away. We walk inside, and right next to it, attached to the bar, is a cigar/liquor store.
Oh wow.
So I wanted a cigar. The liquor store cigar place is closed. Buddy that runs it, they say, hey, he's the comedian. Oh, yeah, come on. Opens it up just so I can buy some
What?
cigars.
Damn, bro.
Just so I can buy a couple of cigars, come out,
That's
and
love.
we smoke. And then I came on home. You know, it's Melbourne with an hour drive.
Hour away. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's a great part.
So yeah, it's I saw you posted it and I meant to hit you up like, oh my god, yo, man, I did that room. I don't know if it was last year. I can't remember if
It was.
before
It
was it
not-
last year?
Not last year. I think the year. I think it was last year.
Okay,
last
but
year.
it's Miguel, it's a really fun, like you said, like everybody on my show did great. Like it
Bro.
was a really, really good show. So.
I got to
dope.
shout out Greg Parrott, the Angry Texan, destroyed that damn room. He did so amazing that night. I was so proud of him because I know how hard he's been working at this craft and he's been trying to get some traction going. Bro, that night he could do no wrong. He destroyed.
Every now and then I see a comic that I know has been working real hard to destroy. And when they do, I'm like, retire right now.
Nice. Right now. Right now.
Call it in.
Walk away
Then-
to the sunset right now,
Yeah.
baby.
Call it
But
in,
you know what I
man.
love seeing nowadays, man? I love finding a new talent. I love going on a show and there's somebody opening up for me I've never heard of before. And then they end up like doing so great. I'm like, man, who the hell are you? Where do you live? How can I help you get more shows? I found a guy named Jimmy, skinny kid, just such a great writer, saying so many original jokes, just killing with joke after joke that I was like, damn, man, who are you? And it turns out he lives in that area. He's been looking for more places to play. He says he's been coming to Orlando a little bit. I wish I could tell you his last name right now, but his name is Jimmy, and this dude destroyed. So shout out to Jimmy, man. I'm gonna help you as much as I possibly can. I love
Yeah.
finding somebody new, and
Yeah,
they're funny,
my
man.
guys is Cam.
I get excited.
Cam Patterson.
Okay.
Cam Patterson is, when I tell you, one of the funniest young dudes in Orlando. Energy, just super humble kid, bruh. But when I tell you, he talks so fast.
Mhm.
Like we got, hey man, my sister, right? My sister, like he has this joke about his
Mhm.
sister being a big girl and playing on his high school football team. And it's hilarious, but he's so fast. Hey, man, my sister, big girl. I'm like, bro, so you need to slow down.
Was he at that lounge show we did where me, you, and James were?
Yes, he came out, but he didn't perform.
He didn't perform.
He did come perform. He did perform after we were all done. He had performed after me. Yeah, because he was up there, and I was like, because I had some white friends with me, and I was like,
oh yeah,
I was like, I'm getting the gist of most of this. I'll help translate. For you.
Right. Right there, he was talking when he said supper. He was talking about eating dinner. You know,
and some of the time means some of the time.
Yeah.
I'm getting some of it. I minored in.
Yeah, he's funny. I like.
I minored in Duval.
The dude's name I'm talking about, I work with, his name Jimmy Moynihan. Moynihan.
Okay.
Moynihan. Funny guy. Next
and
time
he was
you
booked by Gilbert.
Gilbert. Next time you have a Ken Plus 10, bro, highly recommend that dude. That funny.
Cool. Yeah, man. So Miguel, what you been doing with comedy? Let me live through.
Man, I've been doing like 2 shows a month. That's it. And it's I would lie to all y'all pretend. I would lie and pretend I was being super selective, but it's not. I just didn't book a lot, not knowing what was gonna happen this year, and not knowing where I wanted to go. Because what I wanted to do this year more than anything is go back to traveling and go and doing guest spots at rooms that I haven't been to in years in other states. And I mean, I can only really give up like 2 weekends a month.
That's what I was about to ask
with my
your
job. Yeah. So with working with Mike Busey and our production schedule and stuff, I really only have like 2 weekends a month. So I decided instead of taking some of the bookings that I usually get, you know how we all know where we're going to be pretty much. We can look at our calendar and be like, I know this place will take me. I know this place will take me this. I wanted to do a little different. I wanted to go out and visit some other places and travel and try to get back into newer rooms and see, because a lot of the comics that I used to know a couple years ago, COVID washed out some dudes, man. It got them working jobs and not being in the comedy scene anymore. And so I was like, and there's a lot of young cats coming up that I don't know who are definitely making more traction. So I was like, I got to go back out there and do what I did in the beginning and just and hit the road and meet cats.
It's so crazy, bro, because COVID was a blessing for me.
Yeah,
like I had my best year during COVID. Like that was my best comedy year because so many comedians wasn't working and going on the road. And I was like, I wear a mask. I perform for 50%, half of the room, because most people didn't want to do half room shows. I was like, bro, if I can get some stage time and make the money and then get in front of clubs and get the headline clubs that wouldn't headline me, but like, well, let's try him and see what he do. So I did it. So I'm shocked at the comedians that gave up because of COVID. Man. That's weird to me. Jeff, what you been doing with comedy lately?
God, laughing at my life. I don't know.
Damn, Jeff.
Yeah,
why don't do that?
Laughing my ass off about death. No, it's been interesting. I've been writing bits, and here's what writing bits is weird for me, because you know me, I get bored, and it's a terrible thing for a comedian to always be wanting to do more material instead of like clean up the material.
Working on what you got,
absolutely. And I was, it hits me all the time, and the problem is I email it to myself, and because I'm a lawyer, my assistant reads all my emails, and she thinks it's like a serious email. And I was writing this bit about working at CVS selling feminine deodorant spray. And she was like, what's that? I said, well, it used to come in 3 different things, like regular, medium, and sport. And, when you work retail, you just don't even think about it. We go on the back and try to make things not stink. And what level of feminine deodorant spray it would take to that. And you could kill a mackerel with that sport stuff. And
sport comes out like Dare Base.
Yeah. And it was like take a fish and turn it into a rose, and you're going, wait a minute, this is just false advertising. And I had written the majority of this thing in, and Kelly calls me up, and Kelly goes, is this a client? I'm like, no, it's a comedy bit.
Yes, Kelly, we're representing sports feminine deodorant. There's a lot going on. I gotta brief you on it, but
I'm preparing for Comic-Con. I'm preparing for Comic-Con right now. I got a big San Diego Comic-Con is next month, so I'm getting a lot of things in line, and then I'm leaving Comic-Con and spending like 3 days in Vegas, and I actually might be able to play a showroom in Vegas.
Oh, cool. That's
real quick, Jeff, let me pause you on that, because we got to go commercial.
We'll talk about it when we get back.
When we come back, we'll talk about it. Also, guess what I did, James?
What'd you do, bro?
I saw a movie I've never seen before. We'll be right back. Real Laughs, Real Radio 104.1. We are back, Real Last Real Radio 104.1. And remember, guys, we're your nightcap of comedy. Make sure you check us out on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. If you want to hear these shows in podcast format, go to iHeartRadio, search Real Laughs. And if you want to see these beautiful faces, go to YouTube and check out all of our videos. I'm joined in the virtual studio with James John, Jeff Kaufman, and Miguel Colon Jr. Jeff was talking about heading out to Vegas. He might be doing a showroom in Vegas for some comedy. Bro, tell us the deets. As the kids say, tell us the deets, bro.
Well,
no capping.
I do the show under oath. And I get to interview people, and it's a really cool show because it's broadcast, but it also, we podcast. A lot of people hear it. Well, I work with this guy with this woman who is her name's Ginger Minge. And she's she hosts Drag Race, RuPaul's Drag Race in Vegas. Yeah. And she was on his show and everything else like that. And I said to her while we're doing the show, I said, let me ask you a question. Every comedian wants to do Vegas. I mean, with everything, they want to work one of the big rooms. I said, how many do you sell out every night? She goes, oh yeah, we sell out every night. I said, would you let me do 2 minutes, 10 minutes if I was willing to do it in drag? And she goes, yeah, of course. And I'm going, oh man.
First off, congratulations, Jeff. But second off, what kind of drag you doing, bro?
I'm full on, man. You got to
Are you going like evening gown? Or are you going like sassy kind of outfit?
Yeah, I could pull Dorothy. I think I could rock Dorothy.
Yeah, and that's pretty dope, man. Yeah, Dorothy with the ruby slippers.
He said
that's a cool one. You got to have a little picnic basket type thing with Toto in there too.
I like baby.
Yeah, that's dope.
Walking out there. How's everyone doing? I can't imagine doing my penis pick routine dressed as Dorothy, but hey,
don't let them assume your gender.
You do it. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Hey, let me tell you something.
Don't use pronouns with me.
Hey, don't you shave your legs either. Don't you do that. You be yourself.
You use pantyhose. I mean, you got the hose.
Okay, don't shave though. Let it see.
I'm not shaving.
Hose don't shave.
Yeah. I already sold out. I'm not going that far. No.
Wow.
Oh my goodness, man. Well, we hope you get it, man, and break all kind of legs while you're out there, man.
Mm-hmm.
So I did some gentlemen. I did some gentlemen that y'all know that we used to do I used to do a segment back in the day about movies that I hadn't seen. And so I decided I was going to start doing this again and checking out movies since I am home. I saw The Temptations movie.
Oh, I've seen that 8 times.
I had never seen a Temptations movie. My wife was bugging me. You gonna watch this movie with me? I'm like, yeah, whatever. I watched it. It's a really good movie. Now I'm gonna start off with this. I laugh because we had to pay to see it. We had to pay $1.99. Yeah. So here's the thing, man. It's a lot of free TV out there.
A lot.
It's a lot of free TV. But what comes with free TV comes with consequences, which means you got to watch these ads for 2.5 minutes if you watch free TV. And it's never an ad for something that you need. Like, okay, if I see another HPV ad, I'm gonna lose my mind. Okay, we get it, Tubi.
We all got it. Let's just stop talking about it.
We get it, Tubi. Everybody that watches Tubi got HPV. Apparently, I don't know.
Hey, I wonder how they check the demographics too. They're like, hey man, look at the market. HPV.
Yo, hey buddy. That or progressive commercials. Like those are like the two things. So anyway, we found some app, and so we're trying to watch it. And as we're watching it, it's getting good in advertisements, and it's getting good in advertisements. So I said, let me just look, because you can Google like something, and it shows you ways to watch. So we found it on Apple TV. We went to Apple TV. It wasn't on Apple TV anymore. We found it on Prime Video, and it's $1.99. So we ended up buying it, and we ended up watching it till 3:00 in the morning last night. And I laughed because The Temptations is just early day New Edition.
Absolutely.
When I tell you they broke up
Bobby
like
Brown
40 times.
Bobby Brown.
Bro, it's been 17 different members of the Temptations.
Bro, yeah. And what did he say? I'm David Ruffin, and these are the Temptations.
The Temptations.
Bro, it was
snatched the mic from Buddy and started.
Yep.
Bro, my wife got up, laughed, and rewound it to rewatch that part. She said, this is my favorite. Next to the part, we say, ain't nobody come to see you, Otis. But when Buddy was about to sing the song and David Ruffin snatched the mic
right out of his hand,
started singing. Bro, I enjoyed the movie. I
Okay.
would have gave it a 10 out of 10, but I gave it an 8. And the only reason I gave
Why?
it an 8 because they did not do Silent Night. And I don't care. That is my favorite Temptation song. In my mind. I was so mad, but I enjoyed it. I really did, man. Jeff,
Bro.
have you seen the Temptations movie?
Oh
No.
bro,
No, I
come
haven't.
on.
I'm white. I didn't see
It-
it. I'm white.
It was on VH1. It was a VH1 movie.
It was a made for
VH1 movie.
TV movie.
Yeah.
Bro, I've seen it.
That'd be like me
no
asking
lie.
you, did you
No,
see
like 10
Jersey
times.
Boys?
Yeah, actually, yeah.
You did? Look at you.
I
sure?
know.
Look at him. He didn't see it. Look at him. Look at him.
I'm
You
serious.
lying. Look at
Bro.
his face.
Bro, but
But everybody loves the Temptations. I thought
everybody does.
Frankie
Yeah.
Valley, man. Come on, Jersey
Frankie
Boys.
Valley. I've seen that movie actually, but I was gonna say what I love about that movie is you get to learn all of the hits these guys
Bro.
had hit after hit after
for
hit, man.
4 decades.
Decades. Yeah, man. Like just
For
hit.
4 decades, yo. Like you
Bro.
don't. But the crazy thing was like just like New Edition, they don't make money off these record sales.
Mm-mm.
No.
They
No.
got the tour, bro, and it's the same as New Edition.
Yep.
And New Edition talked about it in the made for TV movie they did.
Mhm.
They had to hit the road. You
Yeah,
That's
that's
where
when
you
they get paid.
That's where
yeah,
you make
you
most
sell
of your
a
money.
million records and
Tina
and-
Turner. Look at
Yeah.
what Tina Turner had to put through before she got paid.
Jeff, you were in the music business. You managed. You
Yeah.
worked in
Yeah, I
management,
did.
and you worked.
Oh, yeah.
You had Debbie Deb was one of the artists that
Yeah.
you worked with, correct?
Yeah,
Was that how it
actually,
was
Debbie's
with her?
coming down to, she's coming to Comic-Con with me. She's gonna help
Was
me
that
out.
how
Right.
it was though with her too? The money was made on
Yeah.
the tours.
Yeah, you don't get paid for records. No, and here's the business is so filthy. I mean, we would tour and we didn't know, but they were storing drugs in our equipment.
Yeah, because
So-
that's part of the side hustle
and
was
people,
moving.
and people don't realize this. You know, you're talking about, when you talk about laundering money, there is no business better to launder money than music.
Yeah, that's
because-
how rappers, all dope boys started labels because they're like, oh
allegedly.
Well, there's also this. Imagine this: you go to you play a club. They say we're paying you $40,000, except it's 80,000, and they give you 80,000 in cash and tell you they only paid you 40. And it's a huge cash business. That's the way it goes. Bars are the same. A lot of money is run through bars. A lot of it could be a really filthy business. And I didn't know about
Believe
this
it.
till I was done because they took the guy who was head of the label, got on a plane and headed off to Colombia. And the FBI came down like a week later and said, "Do you know where this guy is?" And we're like, "What are you talking about?" They go, "Well, that's not his name. He killed 2 people in Jersey." Yeah. Business
Imagine
is
they were
tough.
like, Jeff's taking him to the airport. He's like, Jeff, I like you. You're a good kid, Papa.
That's
Gives him
exactly
like
what happened.
gives him like a bag of money. He's like, do me a favor. Don't show up to work tomorrow, Papa, ever again.
Hey, listen, I'll tell you what right now. If you're a straight kind of guy, you don't have a problem. It's when you do shifty stuff. You take money, you do this thing. He would say, "Jeff, I trust you because you ain't going to take nothing from me." And I said, "No, why would I do that?" Because in my mind that didn't work. And Jesse used to call me N-Bomb Jeff. And
You told me.
it was just this weird relationship for like 2 years. And my mother still, she goes, "What did he used to call you?" We're not allowed to talk about it.
Come here, watch this. Jeff, you want to do a little pedigo? You want a little cocaine? He never does it. He never does it.
No, never does it. No,
Crazy
no.
Jeff. I love him.
I love him.
I love
Keep
him.
everyone
I love
from doing
this
it.
guy.
That was
this guy is good.
Yeah.
This guy, I love this guy. He don't have
Yeah,
sex
people
with none of the girls.
low-
He don't do none of the cocaine. I think he gay for the first year. I find that he's not gay, just scared to die.
Yes.
Bro.
Yeah.
I love this guy.
I thought he was police. He's not
Yeah.
police. Hey, do
No.
cocaine. You don't do cocaine, you police.
Yeah,
That's the
but
word-
I
that's
say
the
he's a
word.
good cop. I let him live. He's one of the good ones.
When did my guy become Italian? Come on.
I don't know. That's a good one. I don't know why. Yeah, that's a good. Why? Okay.
Well, you know,
how
he's
about
just-
this one? Hey,
he's
how about
just-
this one?
Hey, if he doesn't do the cocaine, he's a good guy. Hey,
How about this one? Ooh, a cocaine.
You know.
Devil candy. You must get it from Iron Triangle in Vietnam.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Charlie go dinky down when he do go-go powder.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
Oh man,
I've been thrown up a lot being a manager. Your people are all doing drugs and they're all looking and they lean over and you're in the limo. And they just look right at you without missing a beat.
Yep.
Just like, bleh, and you're just sitting there going, "Yeah, that was nice."
yeah, that was great. Thanks.
That's going to cost you $500 tonight. You'd find your artist. You'd have to find the artist when you're there going, "Okay, you don't show up on stage in time."
Yo, that was a big thing about the Temptations movie, which I laughed about in the early days
When they were
because when they
late?
wasn't making
Yeah.
money. Like you find 50 Cent. Like, wait, well, how much was y'all making?
Yeah.
How much are you making if 50 cent was what the fine was?
$3 a concert.
You get no pillows tonight.
Yo, my other favorite thing too back in that day for all the Motown people, as soon as they got money, first thing they bought a Cadillac. The first thing, which hasn't changed in music, because the first thing these dudes buy is cars.
Not David Ruffin though. Remember, he had a Rolls Royce.
He had a Rolls Royce with a chauffeur.
They all bought Cadillacs except him. He bought a Rolls Royce.
He had a Rolls Royce with a chauffeur. But I gained a big respect for David Ruffin on this. I will go to my grave played by Leon, who's also the greatest basketball player as well from above the rim.
Yep.
I will go take this to my grave, James, that Luther Vandross was the greatest R&B singer of all time. I will go to my grave with that. Till I listened to them David Ruffin songs last night. And that brother's voice.
He said, I'm losing you.
Bro.
Yeah.
Hey man. Hey. David and Luther. David and Luther are,
I put one more name in there. There's one more name for me that's the definitive voice of his time through 2 decades. And I listen to him all the time. I'm a huge Stevie Wonder fan.
Oh, yeah.
Stevie Wonder he's that dude, bro.
Yeah,
I love
Stevie.
him.
But everybody in that time had that David Ruff and that Teddy Pendergrass, that Marvin Gaye voice.
Be able to sing
that sultry ass voice, bro. But
there was no auto tune. You had to be able to sing because
engineers would be like, "Hey, I'm gonna put a can near the microphone. Let's see what we can get."
Exactly.
That's a good sound.
Well, that's not because you had to be able to take these records to TV and you had to take them live, and that's how you made your money. So you had to be able to sing.
And
if you couldn't sing,
too, bro, they was all coked up and still voices.
Yeah, he was.
We got artists nowadays.
Because you know why?
They can't sing no more.
That was that GMO-free cocaine, baby.
True.
No additives, no preservatives.
Baby. Not Steptone.
Come on, Jeff. You don't want to do a little bit of this free cocaine? I love him. Look at him. This guy.
When I say it was everywhere, I mean it was everywhere. Because
Jeff,
anybody who wants,
because
that's the entrance price for people to get next to the artist. That's the entrance cost of admission. I've got cocaine, and the artist goes, "Okay, I didn't have to pay for it."
I thought these were baby powder. I put on my hands. Now they're numb. It was cocaine.
Hey, that cocaine got yellow 5, red 40 in it. The new cocaine got yellow 5, red 40,
corn syrup.
Corn syrup.
The new cocaine is made by Mountain Dew. You know,
got corn syrup.
They got Baja Blast in it.
Yeah.
Kool-Aid. If you take enough of that, you'll run through the wall too.
I want ethically sourced cocaine. I want a little green gluten-free label on it.
Fair trade.
I want to know that this cocaine was free range.
Hey man, that's free range cocaine with
I want free range cocaine. I want to see it walking around the farm.
I only use medical cocaine. You know.
Yeah, I got my medical cocaine card.
Hey man, it's been fun, man. It's been fun, man. I had a good time with y'all tonight, man. Hopefully Hurley he'll make it in. He's having issues with his internet. We will not say the company because of legal reasons. Spectrum. But James, where you at this weekend, brother?
I just got a private show I'm going back to Melbourne, which is funny. I got a private show on Saturday. Other than that, I'm off, man, with the family. You know how I do all day.
Enjoy. Miguel, you got anything this weekend, brother?
I do, man. We're having our Mike Busey's members weekend for all the MikeBusey.com members. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we're having a 3-day event at the house, including parties every night and then like summer camp style activities during the day. Nice. So I will not be on Sunday's show this week, or excuse me, I will not be on next week's show Monday, but I will be back during the middle of the week and I'll tell you about all the wild stuff that happened.
Cool. Mr. Under Oath, what you got this weekend, my man?
Yeah.
Did he freeze? Did Jeff freeze?
I think
I'll answer for him.
Here.
Everything. Jeff Kaufman has everything going on this weekend.
Yeah, and I'm going to the Supernatural convention this weekend. All the characters from Supernatural are going to be down at the DoubleTree.